Fun. So, last we left your intrepid party of adventurers, you guys are all off adventuring little towns, minor tasks. You guys kind of got a bit of a reputation of being pretty awesome. You've gone around, done little things. You saved some cats, shook some babies. Did things to get people to like you. This night, though, you find
Oh, she's still
yourselves.
here.
Oh, Rita's always there. Yes. This night, you find yourselves in a smaller tavern, outskirts of an old town. Uh, Outskirts of an old town. You guys are be able to eat and drink. You're actually staying here for pretty cheap because you just helped the local town here deal with a small goblin problem that had been killing their cattle and eating their pet cats. So you're staying here, getting cheap drink, cheap food, and you're having a decent night. The night has been getting darker and drear as it goes on, though, and you're happy you found a place to stay, as a thick mist and fog starts to lie over the town this evening. The damp, cobbled pavement glistens as the lights of the street lanterns dance across the slick stones. Staying outside, the fog would chill you to the bones and shivers the soul of anyone who dared remain outside. Thus, why our lovely tavern is relatively packed tonight, though no one's in the private room after a last private party in there went pretty awry. Inside the tavern, the walls and the food is hearty, and the ale is warm and frothy. There's a fire that blazes in hearth, and the tavern is alive with the tumbling voices of country folk talking about their days and thanking the great adventurers who saved their town. Suddenly, though, in a auspicious sound, the doors to the east fly open, and an oddly dressed gentleman comes stepping in. Doo-doo-doo. Ain't he lovely?
Oh, yeah.
Very attractive.
He looks like he should be fronting a scene band.
He's framed by the lamplit fog, and he strides through the doorway. His heavy-booted footfalls and the jingle of his coins shatter the silence within the north of the room. His brightly colored clothes are draped in loose folds about him, and his hat hangs askew, hiding his eyes in the shadows. Without any hesitation, he immediately walks up to your table. Paying no mind to the conversation you currently hold. He proudly stands there in a wide stance with folded arms, and he breathes in heavily. I have been sent to deliver this message. If you be creatures of honor, you will come to my master's aid at first light. It is not advisable to travel the Savaki woods at night, though. And he immediately pulls out from his tunic a nice sealed letter and slides it towards Kerrig.
Right, Kerrig grabs it, pops it open, looks it over, nods, and then hands it to Marvin and whispers, "Hey, Kerrig doesn't read so well."
he looks down at you and says, "Take the west road from here, some 5 hours' march down to the woods. There you will find my master. He lies in the realm known as the village known as Barovia."
Hey, why couldn't you say that way?
Barovia?
Why'd you have to write it down?
I did not write this. This is a letter. This is summons from my master. And if you look at the letter,
Well, does your master happen to send any wings to help us on our way to there?
Kerrig and his party do not work for free.
He smirks.
I would.
He smirks for a moment and immediately
At least 3 drinks for the night.
He immediately spins around enough to you see his coat flap fly up, and he immediately heads to the bar, and you hear a large chunk as he drops a large pouch full of coins onto the bar, and yells at all, "Fill the glasses for one and all. Their throats are obviously parched."
Works for me.
I like him already.
The whole room looks shocked and happy and cheer the name of the nameless stranger who has arrived, and he smirks at you and just heads immediately out the door.
What a pleasant guy.
Where is Barovia? I am a ranger, and I'm pretty sure I've never heard of this place.
You have never heard of it.
5 miles down the road?
He says 5 miles down the road through the woods, you'll get there. It could have been a
There-
smaller, it could have been a smaller region that's been renamed after some of the conflict. There's been conflict throughout this area.
That's definitely close enough to crawl to while having a hangover.
Looking at the letter, though, it is made of fine parchment, and it had a seal on it, which Carrick immediately ripped open, but it had a seal
Exactly.
nonetheless. Which I have an image of, but it just did not feel like uploading today, so I will describe the lovely, lovely image, and I also have to read the
I
letter.
think I can hold up the camera.
I will hold it up to camera as well if I can find it. It's lovely. There we go.
There isn't even a place named Barovia.
There is a great griffin over a black shield as the seal that holds this letter closed.
Could I do like I guess an insight or observation thing on the guy, see whether there's anything weird about him? Besides his
Yeah,
already weirdness and abruptness.
yeah, you can do an insight check. And Marvin, you were passed the letter, correct?
Yep.
Do you want to read it?
Yes, I do.
All right.
No, yours you
The-
read it to yourself. But
Mm.
out loud.
Just looking at it.
And like he's just reading it silently.
Would you like to read it? Yes, I would. So,
The letter
Right.
reads, "Hail to thee, might and hail to these of they of thee of might and valor. I, a lowly servant of Barovia, send honor to thee. We plead for thy to desperate plead to thee our desperate need for assistance." I'm sorry, this is all in extreme cursive. The love of my life, Zera, has been afflicted by an evil and deadly curse that even the good people of our village cannot protect her from. She languishes from her wound, and I would have her saved from this horrible menace. There is much wealth in this community. I offer all of that to you, and all that might be needed if you can aid me. Thee and thy fellow adventurers, if you shall but answer my deepest desperate plea, I would be forever grateful. Come quickly, for her time is at hand. All that I have shall be thine. Your loyal servant, Baron Zarkovich.
Love Baron.
So there's a damsel in distress, huh?
It would seem so.
Does he happen to mention how old she is?
I like the all you have will be ours part of that letter, but wouldn't he be better served finding like a cleric? Maybe a young cleric, an old cleric?
I think he's trying to kiss our asses too much.
The champion of Silverbeard. Obviously looking for him.
Yeah, maybe that's it. He's looking for the paladin. That paladin. I'll save her in other ways.
It sounds shisty to me.
I
agree with you on that. Also sounds like he's kissing our asses too much.
You're just worried about losing me to some young maiden.
Oh,
She gives Jarn the evil eye across the table.
Yarn. My name is Yarn.
Sure it is, Jarn.
Alright, so to the extent of your insight check, Everin, he seemed oddly dressed for this area. His intentions seem pure. It seems like he came in here to give you a message, he gave you the message, and he is gone.
But at least he paid for the drinks.
He's paid for all the drinks.
And mentioning that,
Everyone.
barkeep.
You call over and a barmaid arrives and delivers all of your frothy ale.
That's a good wench. What are you doing tonight?
She smirks at you and walks by.
Not to
think
rush
you'd be
things
losing your
along,
charm.
but if she's in such dire straits as all this, I'd like to get to her before she's dead.
yeah. I mean, if someone needs help,
I'm
Yeah,
still
I-
curious
Oh
about how
yes,
old
if
she
someone
is.
needs help.
I agree with Marvin. We should leave as soon as we can.
You were warned not to travel the woods at night.
Yeah,
by
besides,
the.
you paid for the drinks. It would be rude of us not to accept this.
But they make a good point. You might want to get there in time. If you save her earlier, you may gain larger reward.
Silverbeard has put before us a chance to be great heroes, greater than we have been before. I say we leave as soon as we can. We save the poor lass from whatever has befallen her. We come back. We spend the rest of his money here.
So, question. If you had to cut off your boot to go do something, would you?
Was it commanded by Silverbeard?
Well, neither is this. You're a dwarf, right? Drinking and beards.
Silverbeard
That's what you guys
commands me where I go. It's no mere chance he walked through the door. It's Providence. Providence sent him through that door to this very inn, to this very table.
I think you're a bearded gnome. Don't want to drink. Shame on you.
Kerry's going to stand up to his full 4.5 feet of height. You want to say that again? What?
Calm
Yes, I'm
down,
saying
Carrick.
You're a bearded gnome. At least you're going to drink like one.
A hand's going to his belt. Where
Kerrig?
he keeps one of his axes. He's saying, "When you want justice to come for you, lad, trust me on that."
Carrick, would Silverbeard want you to
Gnomes
do
can fight
anything
too.
rash?
I'm worried about how well you can drink.
Oh, he's pulling his axe out.
Just
He buries
slowly, just.
Not slowly. He pulls it out quick, and he's standing there holding it, and he's just glaring daggers at Libra.
Rena leans back in her chair, and you can see like a hand run across her thigh. You happen to know that there are daggers, throwing daggers, all along that leg.
Oh, there's no
And-
need for that, sis. The bearded gnome don't want to drink, though. It's all good.
Uh,
Because then
you're
you
good.
will be accepting the drink.
And I am a real dwarf.
Oh,
But
and
do
as I
you
say
think
that, I
comes
slide one of the glasses over in front of him, like, hold my arms up. You gonna prove it? Put your money where your mouth is.
He lays his axe down for a second and just slams the drink.
Well, that's good for starters.
Hammers the mug down, and scoops up his axe again, and continues menacing Libra with it.
Never breaks eye contact
gonna-
the whole time.
I'm gonna
There's
reach
more
No, no.
behind me as
drink.
if reaching for a weapon when I'm actually just reaching for, like, my banjo. Just if
Raise-
something happens, I
Raise
gotta
my
calm the
hand up for the
situation.
next round. This is
The barmaid quickly
this is kind of normal.
I'm not
responds,
drunk
Quick,
enough for this.
feed the dwarf more beer to calm him down.
Wait,
And-
you're a dwarf.
and it seems the next round is of a different brew, and it's on large metal steins. And she lays the tankards out across all of you, and they're filled to the brim.
Oh, thank you very much.
Eric's still menacing Libra, and he uses his left hand this time to grab the drink, slam it, hammer it down, and he looks.
And now you're looking more like a dwarf.
He still looks very angry.
Rena slides her drink across to the dwarf.
He scoops
Right
it up,
hand still
slams
on
it.
still on the thigh.
He picks it up, slams it. He's starting to look a little bit tipsy because he's drinking fast. Even dwarves have a bit of a limit, but he's still standing strong.
Oh, and I can't let the bearded gnome beat me, so I'm going to be drinking as well.
Well, as long as we all calm down.
Aye. As long as we are all calm.
Everybody's calm here? Everybody's cool?
Of course, we're just drinking.
Don't worry. Be
Yeah.
happy.
That's my job, guys. Hey.
And we got the banjo.
Oh, do your job.
There's a little song he wrote.
Might want to take it note for note.
note.
Don't worry.
I know, might get slammed with copyright at some point.
Nah,
It's fine, we're good.
that's only if it sounds right.
we're off by a few
And that's only if we're
It's a
taking credit.
cover.
frequency.
We're not taking credit for it, so.
It's a homage.
It's fair use.
Everything's fair use. Alright,
As long as you don't use
so
them fairly.
you guys continue to drink. The inn gets pretty wild and rough and loud tonight as the entire inn's pretty much drinking until that large sack of coins that man laid on the table disappears.
Any bar fights there?
After well, that's what I was just about to say, because after we get a few drinks into us, I get next to Reagan. I tell him, okay, so I've seen you can drink like a dwarf. Can you fight like one? And I kind of push him toward a group of people as I walk over and slap one of them.
I like how you're the peer pressure guy now.
So can you fight
Oh,
like
you
a
want to see a dwarf fight act, and he charges the nearest gnome. he
The
can
poor
find.
guy is just
Halfling he can
standing there.
find.
The nearest
Yeah,
halfling?
Some
Well,
poor-
you're in a mainly
He's got a
human
thing against
region.
halfling and gnomes.
There are no halfling or gnomes in the bar
Okay.
currently.
He looks for a particularly short human.
I'm going to cast heroism.
He's a dwarf who hates short people.
So,
He doesn't trust halflings or gnomes. He thinks they're shifty.
this lovely gentleman behind you in the blonde, he looks like a pretty frail young man. Like
Oh, but that wouldn't be a fair
more of a book nerd than
You
anything
sneeze on
else.
That wouldn't be a fair fight.
Well, you're looking for a short person to beat it up.
Yeah, but I'm assessing. I'm like, oh, okay, that's
The-
not
the-
cool.
um,
I'm like 3 times this guy's weight.
Then there's the guy above him who looks like a farm boy who, works the fields. And then there's a
Okay.
tough-looking gentleman to the west
Oh,
with
it's
the
prison rules. I'm
older
punching
hair
that
with
guy.
the fingerless gloves who seems to be a well-built
juggler.
man.
Okay, I'm going after tough-looking guy. This is prison rules.
This prisoners. So he's sitting at his table, just sitting alone, drinking his drink.
I'm
Looks
gonna walk up to him.
Alright.
I'm gonna stand across the table and say, hey lad, you ever
Yes.
get a northern kiss?
He looks at you odd. He goes, no, I have not received a northern kiss.
Yes.
He's gonna reach over the table and slam his face into the table.
Alright, give me a strength check.
Just space strength.
Yeah, just base strength.
Alright,
Unskilled
second.
strength roll.
watch me flub this.
That's gonna be great.
Or not.
Ooh.
Alright, so with a 19, you just grab onto the back of his head, just boom, right, and you hear his nose crack. And he wipes his face immediately and says, you shouldn't have done that. And you can roll for initiative.
Can we all roll for
Yeah,
initiative?
everyone can roll for initiative as you'll be, you might not stand idly by when this dwarf gets his ass kicked.
Des?
I
Yes,
feel like
sorry.
When the dwarf gets his ass kicked.
Oh, okay. Initiative, right? Yay!
Switch
the
your
dwarf gets
ass.
his ass kicked.
All right, everybody, roll initiative.
Oh,
I
we
did.
did, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Marvin's not important. So, what's your next move? As he stands up immediately, and he kind of goes face to face with you to face you, and he kind of lifts his fists into a fighting position.
Alright.
He's an
well,
old-
I
style
was waiting for
pugilist.
the whole stands up and he's now 8 feet tall.
yeah, I was about
No,
to-
he stands about maybe 6'2", 6'3", well built. You can
Okay,
see
so
his
about-
his tunic is tight to his body to show off his pecs.
I'm about 4.5, so I'd
There's just a
I'd have
couple
my
of
face
peck
put in
pops.
his chest.
And he definitely looks older. He's got
Down here
the
somewhere.
salt and pepper hair almost. He's been around the block a few times.
I am
Why do you gotta become a senior citizen for?
he's not that old. What I want to do is
The dwarf's older.
yeah, I'm older. So he's got like the broken nose.
Yeah,
I
his
am going
nose
to
is
charge
credit.
him.
You notice the cut right in the middle, and there's just blood
Yeah.
throwing down his nostrils.
I'm basically gonna like throw my arm. I'm gonna run forward, throw my arms, and try to like charge him down.
All right, give me an athletics check for the grapple.
Athletics, I am good at.
boom with a 21, but let's see what he does. Oh, and you just shoulder to gut, he goes with you, and you're able to drive him all the way into the back wall. As you just hear the clunk against the table as Rita, the bartender, hops back for a moment, and the town guard kind of just looks the other way and starts stepping away from the fire.
Not gonna get involved.
Not
in this one.
get involved in this one.
Hey, I thought I heard like a piece of glass breaking over in here.
Yeah, hey, how's the checker game going?
The party room? Yeah. Deal me in.
Alright, Libra, what do you want to do?
So how long do you think it's gonna take for us to derail this completely?
About 32 seconds into the game.
Now, I got a movement of 30, right?
That would be correct. That'd be 6 squares.
Okay, so 6 squares.
Yeah. You gotta team up on an old man?
I run over here. Oh, no, hell no! I run over here, jump on the table.
Alright, you clamp onto the
I am
table.
hearing.
You what?
Hearing.
You carrying?
He's cheering for you.
Cheering! Oh.
Hearing.
What do you start cheering? Let's hear this.
Kill him!
Ah, shit.
Carrick,
Yeah, right. I'm trying
Carrick.
to. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah.
Carrick? Tell him
Hearing.
how much of a dwarf you are, Carrick.
I'm more dwarf than all of you put together.
Give him a right. Give him a left.
Alright. Sounds good. Next is Everin.
Okay.
You doing anything as this fight breaks out?
Not really. I'm just gonna kind of just lean back on the two legs of the chairs. I get the back legs of the chair against the wall, and just kind of drink my my ale. When it's empty, just ask for some more to come over, enjoy my meal, and I guess enjoy the show. I mean, it's a dinner and a show, so
Sounds good.
unless the
Jarn?
fight like boils over to me, I'm staying out of the whole thing.
Jarn?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'm too frail to fight.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit back
You don't
here.
affect on spells.
Didn't eat enough
Oh,
babies
don't worry,
today.
you'll be fighting with me later.
Alright, so he immediately, with you, you have your shoulder dug into his abdomen as he's pinning his hole. He immediately comes down with his elbow to the back of your neck. Oh, and I need you to make a strength con save.
Luckily, I got pretty good con.
Oh, 12. Yeah. So he kind of just immediately rings real as you hit you right in the base of the spine, and you just feel it jolt up your head, and you just get immediately dizzy. And he follows it up with a left straight to your face. And he's gonna do 3 damage as his knuckles just slide right across your face. Yes. Should have stayed home, Dorf. Alright, Marvin?
I'm just gonna shout out, "Yeah, go Carrick!" and give him a bardic inspiration.
Bardic
You're
inspiration.
encouraging me.
You're inspired.
And I'm gonna play like a little battle drum beat on my djembe.
What is a djembe? Alright, cool.
Pulls his drum out of his ass. Drums just appear next to him. Aha!
Spectral drum. Boom, 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 boom. Alright.
Here's a beat to beat him with.
I like how we just started this game and immediately we get into the first fight we possibly can.
Yes.
Can lean up on this post right here and just make sure that nobody starts in on Libra.
Alright.
I should have line of sight right here, except for this guy's face that might or might not be in my way, but
Yeah, you pretty much have line of sight on everybody. In the bar.
I
Everybody
was
be
hoping
cool.
there'd be a group of them, but there's only the one.
Alright, Carrig.
Okay, so you said I got clocked in the face and I stumbled back, right?
Well, he didn't stumble back. He just got you off of him because you got clocked in the back of the head and you're a bit dizzy.
Okay, so he's spinning a little bit, like his head spinning. He
Yeah.
rests his hand on the bar, and grips around. Is there a mug there? I hope there's a mug. Or a glass.
You know what? Yeah, there's a nice big metal tankard right there.
He grips the handle of that and he swings it around into the guy's face.
All right. Give me just a unarmed attack. So like just roll me one of your melee attacks.
Okay.
Are you proficient with
fist.
improvised weapons?
No.
You have inspiration.
You do have inspiration,
Don't mind
but that's after the roll. If he wants to add a d6
So
to
what
his
should
d20.
I roll with that?
Just roll
Okay.
any of your melee attacks. It should be on your sheet.
All right, yeah, I have fist. I'll use that.
Yeah. So you have fist in there. All right.
I just added fist a minute ago.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Fist is gonna be unproficient because you're not proficient in unarmed strikes. But
Yeah.
So we're gonna reduce that by like another 2.
And
So
I want to add a d6.
all right. So so roll a d6. So that's a 10 actually because yeah you don't have proficiency, which gave you another 2 in there. So yeah, right. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that's you roll a 10 against him, and he just dodges his head back as you come swinging. He goes, use of weapons. Anything else you want to do? You basically did bonus in action. You can yell something if you want. Do something quick. Spit on his shoes.
Give him a northern kiss.
He isn't. Yeah.
Finish the
Table.
drink that's in the tank.
Actually, yeah. If there's anything left, I'm gonna chug it and throw it in the tanker.
Sounds
Not actually,
good.
just to the ground.
You taste it.
It's
It
like
tastes.
one of those things you see on Naked Gun. You know, like they shoot all the bullets out of the gun and throw the
Yeah.
bullets at each other, and the gun's actually
Yeah.
what knocks them out.
Yeah, it tastes a little skunked. It seems like someone left it on the bar a couple hours ago, but.
It was a spittoon.
Ew.
All right, Libra.
It was a spit cup.
I'm still yelling for him.
Go, you can do it. Alright, Jarnos, you're gonna sit out. Alright, so he comes up and he goes to pretty much kick you straight in the gut to push you back. Ooh. But something horrible happens. He goes to step forward as he goes to kick, and his boot slides right onto the stain of old mead you got on the floor when you grabbed the cut rapidly, and he slips and just busts his ass on the floor. You make a dex save.
Oh, great. Thanks for picking my best stat.
Oh, no problem, buddy.
I appreciate it.
And he barrels into you, and as he falls, his boot goes into your knee, and you land on top of him as you two just slide onto the ground.
Oh, okay. I thought
Now's
he
your
was
chance
gonna break
to
my
kiss
knee.
him.
And you pretty much body slam him, and you're going for the pin. Marwin plays on.
I thought he was gonna snap my knee.
No, he's flat on his ass, he kicks you and you just fall timber straight forward onto him as he rolls forward. Bruna, anything new?
Nope.
Alright, Carrick? What do you want to do now that you're on top of him?
Oh, sorry. I'm live tweeting apparently. Now
Oh,
that
you're
I'm
live
on
tweeting?
it,
Are you trending?
Not literally. I wish I was.
Thing on
No,
Twitter.
I'm tweeting it to my girlfriend. So
Carrick on top, trending on Twitter.
Carrick on top. Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Hashtag.
So, he falls onto the
Hashtag
guy.
carry on top.
He's basically gonna start like cranking back to start railing into the face again.
Alright, while you're on top, you're just gonna like pretty much up, you gotta sit on him and be a power top and just
Actually-
start pounding at his face.
Yeah.
Power top. That's
Alright, you can roll 2 fist attacks. Give him a little
There
bit
we
of
go.
right and a
turns
little
and
bit of
does
left.
reverse cowgirl. No one expected it.
Okay, next question.
No one
You
expects
rolled a
reverse
D4
cowgirl.
It rolled a D4 on my last one. How do I just make it just 1 damage? 1d1?
Just do 1d1, yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure. Oh, it's adding my attack bonus to it.
Strengthen.
Which it should. That's fine.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you just, even though you're on top, you somehow punch the ground out to the left and right of him, and you're sitting on. Then you realize you do have double vision right now from that hit to the head combined with those 3 ales you just chugged. You got a little bit of double vision. All right.
And that's
Yeah.
that's a little
Libra,
bit- like a little
you
bit
just cheering on.
of sway.
Of course I am.
All right, so he's gonna try to throw
But I
you
also
off.
want
He's gonna
see
try to
if
go
anyone
for
else is
the
getting involved
reversal.
or anything.
He. Oh yeah, 20. So he grabs you by the collar of your shirt, and he just flips forward with all his might, and you end up flat on your back with him on top of you. And he goes and he just headbutts you with all of his strength right towards your nose.
That's such a bad choice. Do you know how dwarven craniums are made? That should cause some damage to that human.
We do have
And
skulls of steel.
Pop right into your face. You take 6 damage, and you tweak your nose a little. But as he does it, he falls back a little with a big, bone-shaped mark on his forehead. He goes, you need more? You can respond with your reaction.
Yeah, hit like a with one of them laughs. He's shitting him. He's shitting him. That hurt like a bitch.
And he just goes for a quick left shot towards your face. And you think he's a little dizzy too, because it kind of just brushes past your face and goes past as he goes for the hook.
Caresses.
He just slightly caresses your nose. Your now slightly crooked nose, not as crooked as his though.
No, I didn't get slammed into the table.
Yeah.
Not yet, at least.
All right. Your turn.
Okay, so he's on top of me. After he's punched me in the face, I'm trying to lift him off and slam him back down.
All right. You're trying to stand with him or do what he did and do the roll forward.
Trying to do the roll forward.
All right, so
Get
you're gonna do an athletics check, and the DC is gonna be 16.
Damn.
So you're able to push him off you and get some breathing room, but you're not going over with him.
Yeah, he's basically just gonna take up a good old dwarven bar fighting stance.
Alright.
Getting a good block on his face.
And he immediately grabs the stool from next to him and just brings it across your side.
Son of a bitch.
At which point it cracks over your head and KOs you. He stumbles and just walks to the back of the bar and begins to fill up a drink, with Rita just with her eyes wide open. And she yells out,
He cracked me. I just go flopping to the ground here.
and she yells out, Stefan! And the guard finally turns around and goes, yes. I guess this is enough. And he looks down at Carrick. He is breathing! And he looks towards Verena. Take care of your friends. We don't want it getting too much more wild tonight.
My eyes spring open. I jump up, punch the guy.
Grab a boot.
Good fight.
You have to remember to tell him that when you wake up.
Yeah.
Let's shave his beard.
No. Leave his beard
Yarn,
alone.
that's terrible.
He's earned it.
I like it.
Wars have started over that.
He's earned that tonight.
We
He's
could
earned
braid
his
it for
beard.
him.
I shit you not,
Now
wars
that's an
have
idea.
started over that.
We can definitely braid it. You have a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, so we're looking at something like this. I mean, you can take that whole middle piece and just twist it into one big knot.
And we put a pink ribbon in it.
Then put a nice
that'd be
big
cute.
girly pink ribbon.
Braid it down with a ribbon at the bottom.
Oh, you guys
Yes.
are assholes.
Hey, it's not as
They
bad
never
as when
touch
they
it, right?
dyed Antian's hair pink.
In the kiss
Oh.
face paint.
And the kiss
Antian
facing.
deserved all that, though. See, this is
He
just a
deserves so much
temporary
more.
thing.
All right. So
At least you proved you weren't a bearded gnome.
so you
Shake the unconscious dwarf.
you plan to retire for the night, or
Yeah,
does
that's
tonight
enough.
seem
Yeah.
more
That's
exciting?
enough excitement for the night.
So
I'll carry Carrick to his bed.
you head upstairs to your
Actually-
bed, and you guys are
Imagine
sharing
you, like-
rooms. Two people per room.
I'm with Mario.
Marvin will bring Carrot to his room. Who else is sharing? I bet the siblings are sharing.
I know how this works.
I don't know.
Sally.
It might be
Me and Marvin.
Libra and Yarn.
Do you need
Well,
yarn
we can
tonight,
fit
Lever?
2 in one bed. There's 2
So-
beds, right?
As Marvin helps me up to walk me away, like he's sort of backing it, and he just looks over to Marvin. Did I win? Looks
it
like
was-
blood running down his face.
It was too close to call.
Yeah, that's your ass.
You should have seen him. You seen him running in fear.
He ran away. Yeah.
Yeah, matter of. And then he's like, kind of passes out again. He goes limp.
Pat him on the shoulder and keep walking him up.
You did good, buddy.
You done good.
Gentle kiss.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do. Right. So, you get a pretty well rested night. Nothing too weird happens. At one point in the night, Marvin, you were woken up to the sounds of Carrig talking in his sleep, praising the golden kitten.
Praising
You're not-
the golden kitten.
You're not quite sure what happened. Carrig just kind of goes, "Hi, the golden kitty. Yes, I'll save the golden kitty. I'll have it. I'll kill you." And yeah, I mean, you've never even heard him say anything about a golden kitten before. It's just a little weird.
But other than that, fairly normal night.
But other than that, pretty very nice. Everyone else has a pretty unexciting night. Though you could have swore you heard some bouncing sounds coming from Yarn in Everin's room. Get down, get
I
down.
switched rooms, back and forth.
Yeah, that's like bounces between rooms. Free love for everybody?
I have to make my round.
Alright. So it's morning, you come down to the inn, and you're able to pick up a nice breakfast on your way out. The gentleman that you got into the fight with is not in attendance. And,
That's good. Whew.
I'll kick his ass again.
and you guys have a nice roasted lamb and dried pea breakfast this morning. You all ready to head out?
Breakfast.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're going to
Well,
Bavaria, right?
Barovia,
5 miles
Barovia.
west.
through the woods, west.
Alright. So you guys get your things and you head into the road. As you come outside, you notice the fog from last night hasn't lifted. And it's pretty quiet morning as
That's
you...
odd. It should have burned off now.
Yeah, it's more of a morning mist now, but it's still sitting there, just simmering on the floor.
Hmm.
Is it cold out?
It's got a chill to it. You get that it's decent weather, but every couple minutes you get a really strong gust of chilling wind that just makes you shake a little as it hits your neck.
Every time that happens, Carriage smiles.
Mm.
It makes
with
him think
his
it's home.
braided
dwarves.
ribbon.
He's choosing to ignore that and pretend it didn't actually happen.
All right.
He doesn't know how to untie it. His finger's too fat. It's too small to knot.
So, you guys.
Dwarves are like people with all thumbs.
Basically, we're not built for finesse.
Little stumpy fingers.
All right. So,
you don't see so many dwarf bards.
You enter the woods, and the woods get thicker and thicker as you push on. Eventually, you come deep into the woods following this path, this gravel path through the woods you think that hunters and traders would use, and it's gotten so dark even that there's no light shining from the sky as the branches have all covered the viewable sky. You proceed further and further in, and you notice the mist that was building on the ground begins to raise up a bit more and a bit more until it's almost at Carrick's waist. But
So it's not very
alas,
high.
you press on.
That's pretty odd for these woods, or is that normal?
You've never been in these particular woods. No one really goes there. You talk to the town, and they say it's mainly a hunting ground, and the old roads that led to the other villages and towns were all destroyed or raided, so no one's been through deep into the woods that the path you were instructed on takes. They usually circumvent them to go to other towns.
Maybe there's some ponds around.
Eric has his axes out the entire time.
Eventually, you get extremely deep into the woods, and it's almost shuddering darkness as the mist builds up thicker and thicker, and the cold wind blows harder. You realize though you're about 4.5 miles in, just a little bit more. There's got to be a light at the end of this. You continue on and on and on, and even sorry, what's your character's name, Melody? Verna, right?
Yep.
Verna gets a bit complex with her tracking that the weather's acting this way. Eventually, you look around, and the trees aren't as natural as the others around the city, around the woods. And you do finally see an exit, though, about another quarter mile down the road, and light gleams from it, and it's a break from the mist. So,
Seems like we've arrived.
you guys ready to head
Well,
out
that's
the
a
woods?
relief.